When did the Constituent Assembly of India hold its first session? A. January 20 to 25, 1947. B. April 28 to May 2, 1947. C. December 9 to 23, 1946. D. July 30 to September 18, 1949. Answer. C. December 9 to 23, 1946. How many sessions did the Constituent Assembly of India hold to draft the Constitution? A. 8. B. 9. C. 10. D. 11. Answer. D. 11. Which session of the Constituent Assembly of India convened for the longest period of time? A. 7th session. B. 8th session. C. 9th session. D. 10th session. Answer. C. 9th session. What was the purpose of the Constituent Assembly of India? A. To create the Constitution of India. B. To draft the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. C. To establish the Indian National Congress. D. To elect India's first Prime Minister. Answer. A. To create the Constitution of India. What topics did the members of the Constituent Assembly of India discuss and debate during their sessions? A. Fundamental rights, structure of government, and powers of the executive, judiciary, and legislature. B. Foreign relations, economic policies, and agricultural reforms. C. Social welfare, healthcare, and education reforms. D. Religious matters, cultural traditions, and language policies. Answer. A. Fundamental rights, structure of government, and powers of the executive, judiciary, and legislature. When did the Constitution of India come into effect? A. January 26, 1950. B. December 9, 1946. C. July 14, 1947. D. November 14, 1949. Answer. A. January 26, 1950. How long did the framers of the US Constitution take to draft their constitution? A. Less than 4 months. B. 1 year. C. 5 years. D. 10 years. Answer. A. Less than 4 months. How many years did it take the framers of the Australian Constitution to draft their constitution? A. 2 years. B. 5 years. C. 9 years. D. 12 years. Answer. C. 9 years. Which country's constitution was drafted over a period of 147 years? A. United States. B. Canada. C. Australia. D. South Africa. Answer. B. Canada. What factors can influence the time taken to draft a constitution? A. Complexity of the issues being addressed, political climate, and population size. B. Economic resources, military power, and technological advancement. C. Cultural diversity, religious beliefs, and linguistic differences. D. Environmental conditions, geographical location, and climate variability. Answer. A complexity of the issues being addressed, political climate, and population size. What was the primary aim of the Constituent Assembly of India? A. To establish India as a sovereign, democratic republic. B. To create a national flag for India. C. To abolish the caste system in India. D. To promote industrialization and economic growth in India. Answer. A. To establish India as a sovereign, democratic republic. What were some of the key issues debated by the Constituent Assembly of India? A. Fundamental rights, structure of government, and powers of the executive, judiciary, and legislature. B. Foreign policy, defense strategy, and military alliances. C. Environmental conservation, sustainable development, and renewable energy. D. Gender equality, LGBTQ+ rights, and disability rights. Answer. A fundamental rights, structure of government, and powers of the executive, judiciary, and legislature. What was the duration of the first session of the Constituent Assembly of India? A. January 20 to 25, 1947. B. April 28 to May 2, 1947. C. December 9 to 23, 1946. D. July 30 to September 18, 1949. Answer. C. December 9 to 23, 1946. Which session of the Constituent Assembly of India convened for the shortest period of time? A. Second session. B. Sixth session. C. 10th session. D. 11th session. Answer. A second session. Which session of the Constituent Assembly of India convened for the shortest period of time? A. Second session. B. Sixth session. C. 10th session. D. 11th session. Answer. A second session. In which country was the Constitution drafted over a period of 9 years? A. United States. B. Canada. C. Australia. D. South Africa. Answer. C. Australia. How many members did the Constituent Assembly of India have? A. 300. B. 400. C. 500. D. 600. Answer. C. 500. What was the role of the Constituent Assembly of India? A. To draft a constitution for India. B. To pass laws and make policies for India. C. To elect the President of India. D. To manage the economy of India. Answer. A. To draft a constitution for India. What was the duration of the 8th session of the Constituent Assembly of India? A. May 16 to June 16, 1949. B. July 30 to September 18, 1949. C. October 6 to 17, 1949. D. November 14 to 26, 1949. Answer. A. May 16 to June 16, 1949. Which of the following was not a topic discussed by the members of the Constituent Assembly of India? A. Fundamental rights. B. Economic policies. C. Structure of government. D. Gender equality. Answer. B. Economic policies. How many years did it take the framers of the South African Constitution to draft their constitution? A. 1 year. B. 5 years. C. 10 years. D. 20 years. Answer. A. 1 year. What was the main aim of the framers of the Canadian Constitution? A. To establish a federal state with strong provincial powers. B. To establish a unitary state with a centralized government. C. To establish a confederation of independent states. D. To establish a monarchy with a hereditary ruler. Answer. A. To establish a federal state with strong provincial powers. What was the duration of the second session of the Constituent Assembly of India? A. January 20 to 25, 1947. B. April 28 to May 2, 1947. C. December 9 to 23, 1946. D. July 14 to 31, 1947. Answer. A. January 20 to 25, 1947. Which of the following is not a factor that can influence the time taken to draft a constitution? A. Population size. B. Military power. C. Political climate. D. Complexity of issues being addressed. Answer. B. Military power. How many sessions did the Constituent Assembly of India hold in total? A. 10. B. 11. C. 12. D. 13. Answer: B. 11. What was the aim of the framers of the Australian Constitution? A. To establish a federal state with strong central powers. B. To establish a unitary state with a decentralized government. C. To establish a confederation of independent states. D. To establish a republic with a directly elected president. Answer: A. To establish a federal state with strong central powers. What was the duration of the 11th session of the Constituent Assembly of India? A. May 16 to June 16, 1949. B. July 30 to September 18, 1949. C. October 6 to 17, 1949. D. November 14 to 26, 1949. Answer: D. November 14 to 26, 1949. What was the primary goal of the framers of the South African Constitution? A. To establish a democratic and non-racial society. B. To establish a one-party state with a dictator in charge. C. To establish a military dictatorship with a strong ruler. D. To establish a socialist state with collective ownership of property. Answer: A. To establish a democratic and non-racial society. How many fundamental rights does the Indian Constitution guarantee to its citizens? A. 5. B. 7. C. 10. D. 15. Answer: C. 10. What was the duration of the 4th session of the Constituent Assembly of India? A. May 16 to June 16, 1949. B. July 14 to 31, 1947. C. November 4, 1948 to January 8, 1949. D. October 6 to 17, 1949. Answer: B. July 14 to 31, 1947. What is the structure of government in India as outlined in the Constitution? A. Parliamentary democracy. B. Presidential system. C. Unitary system. D. Monarchy. Answer: A parliamentary democracy. Which of the following was not a topic discussed by the framers of the Canadian Constitution? A. Federalism. B. Human rights. C. Provincial powers. D. Economic policies. Answer: D. Economic policies. How many states does India currently have? A. 27. B. 29. C. 32. D. 38. Answer: B. 29. What is the main function of the judiciary in India? A. Interpretation of laws and protection of fundamental rights. B. Enactment of laws and policies. C. Execution of government policies. D. Ratification of international treaties. Answer: A. Interpretation of laws and protection of fundamental rights. Which session of the Constituent Assembly of India convened for just one day? A. 2nd session. B. 6th session. C. 10th session. D. 11th session. Answer: B. 6th session. How many schedules are there in the Indian Constitution? A. 5. B. 7. C. 10. D. 12. Answer: B. 7. What is the role of the executive branch in India? A. To implement laws and policies. B. To interpret laws and protect fundamental rights. C. To make laws and policies. D. To ratify international treaties. Answer: A. To implement laws and policies. Who was the first president of India? A. Rajendra Prasad, B. Jawaharlal Nehru, C. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, D. Indira Gandhi. Answer: A. Rajendra Prasad. How many official languages does the Indian Constitution recognize? A. 18, B. 22, C. 27, D. 32. Answer: B. 22. What is the role of the legislature in India? A. To make laws and policies. B. To implement laws and policies. C. To interpret laws and protect fundamental rights. D. To ratify international treaties. Answer: A. To make laws and policies. What is the main function of the President of India? A. To act as a ceremonial head of state. B. To act as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. C. To act as the Chief Executive of the country. D. To act as the Chief Justice of the country. Answer: A. To act as a ceremonial head of state. In which year did India become a republic? A. 1947, B. 1948, C. 1950, D. 1951. Answer: C. 1950. Who is considered the father of the Indian Constitution? A. B.R. Ambedkar, B. Jawaharlal Nehru, C. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, D. Rajendra Prasad. Answer: A. B.R. Ambedkar. What is the main function of the Rajya Sabha in India? A. To represent the interests of the states. B. To represent the interests of the people. C. To make laws related to national security. D. To elect the President of India. Answer: A. To represent the interests of the states. What is the main function of the Lok Sabha in India? A. To represent the interests of the people. B. To represent the interests of the states. C. To make laws related to national security. D. To elect the Prime Minister of India. Answer: A. To represent the interests of the people. Who appoints the judges to the Supreme Court of India? A. The President of India. B. The Prime Minister of India. C. The Chief Justice of India. D. The Parliament of India. Answer: A. The President of India. Who is the current Prime Minister of India? A. Rahul Gandhi, B. Sonia Gandhi, C. Narendra Modi, D. Manmohan Singh. Answer: C. Narendra Modi. What is the main function of the state legislature in India? A. To make laws and policies at the state level. B. To implement laws and policies at the state level. C. To interpret laws and protect fundamental rights. D. To ratify international treaties. Answer: A. To make laws and policies at the state level. How many articles are there in the Indian Constitution? A. 395, B. 420, C. 444, D. 489. Answer: A. 395.